Hi guys, and welcome back to Car Focus. Now you probably saw my latest vlog where I was talking about my Mark II Focus RS and the fact that it had a bit of an issue. But it was booked in here at FJRS and the guys have had a look at it and they've also fitted a few bits for me. I'm happy to say the car is now fixed and we'll discuss that in a minute. But it's had a couple of little extras. It's had Mountune mud flaps fitted, it's had a Miltech 3-inch downpipe, a Miltech sports cap, a Mountune supposedly, and a Mountune turbo recirc valve. So maybe gain a few extra horsepower out of the mods that we've got. But the most important thing is for me is that the car's now running right. And we're going to speak to Fred and Johnny about that, exactly what they found with the car, what the issue was. We'll take it out for a run, see how it's performing. And we'll also talk about the company here, exactly what the score is now with Mountune and with FJRS. So we'll get to that shortly, but let's roll to the intro. Right guys, so here we are, we're in the workshop, the FJRS workshop, formerly Mountune workshop. Now, Mountune customers previously will be familiar with this kind of setup. But I just want to talk to Fred and Johnny about exactly what's changed with the business, where we're at now, and what these guys can actually provide you now as a service. We've got the Mark II in the background, obviously we're going to talk about that in a moment with Fred, but we're just going to touch upon the business side of things before we look around the car. So, Fred, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks, Gary.
So you've got FJRS on your jumper there, which is your guys' business now.
Yep.
What does that stand for? What exactly, where are you now with the company? What is it all about?
Okay, so to try and cut a long story short, I used to run the Mountune workshop, and Johnny was the lead technician. Tail end of last year, Mountune got sold.
Yeah.
So the new owners decided not to keep the workshop on.
Okay.
So me and Johnny got together and said, right, let's take it on as FJRS,
Yep.
which is Frederick Jonathan Road Sport.
Yep.
So it's the same services as before. But now we're calling the shots, we can offer a lot more. For instance, the Mark I RS in the background,
Yeah.
something we wouldn't have touched before, but now we're doing a full underbody restoration on that, so we can start taking jobs like that.
Okay, so basically now you're saying you've got a lot more flexibility,
Yep.
but you're still offering the same Mountune service as before, so with the Mountune packages.
Yep.
So if there's something you see on the Mountune website and you want to have it fitted, the car will still come here, it will still be fitted. You'll still sit in the Mountune waiting room, as you did before, but these guys will be dealing with the car. That's right, isn't it?
Yeah, that's exactly it.
And also, if there's anything else you want doing to your car which doesn't fall within the Mountune remit, so something like the underbody restoration with a Mark I here, if you give these guys a call, they're specialists in the field, they've been working with fast forwards for a long time, I'm sure they're going to be able to help you out. So from a customer's perspective, Johnny, what sort of customer service can they expect? And how are you sort of aiming to deliver that?
I think in many ways customers can expect much of the same. We're a separate company now, but you're still going to get a premium product and a premium service. Although we're separate from Mountune now, we're proudly associated with them. We will fit their parts where possible, but we'll also fit other parts that anybody's willing to supply. So we're not just limited to doing Mountune stuff now. We've been going just over 6 months, and you can see on our Google reviews things are going really well. We've got about 100 5-star reviews now, so
Yeah, wow, that's pretty
if you're
good.
hesitant about coming to us, check us out on Google and go from there.
Yeah, I mean, as you can see, the workshop here is pretty tidy. You can see how the cars are kept. I guess they're locked in here overnight.
Absolutely,
When
yeah.
you guys shut down for the afternoon or the evening, sorry. I mean, I trust obviously my Mark II being here. It's in great hands. So like I say, guys, if there is anything you want doing and you're a Mountune customer before or a new customer and you've got a fast forward and you want to take it somewhere you can trust, then get in touch with these guys. Anyway, thank you very much for that.
Thank you.
I think we need to look at the Mark II now, obviously what we've done to it, how it's now running. So if we get it up on the ramps, have a look at some bits and we'll go from there. Right Fred, so here we are underneath the car. Car's up on the lift. This was obviously my main area of concern was the catalyst, because I suspected that something had gone wrong somewhere with the catalyst.
Yeah.
I can see you've changed the downpipe and the catalyst with the Miltech. What was the issue then with this exhaust, if any?
Well, when you drop your car to us, Gary,
Yeah.
obviously you said it was down on power,
Yeah.
so I road tested it first, and yeah, it was down on power,
It
as
felt
you
like
know.
an ST170, didn't
Yeah,
it?
and you had said that you'd seen some sort of feather, sort of fluffy stuff coming out the rear.
Yeah, little
and it
fragments.
has a little telltale smell of rotten eggs.
Yeah, bloody stuff.
So expect cat problem.
Yeah.
I dropped it down, the original cat, I dropped it down here, and when inspecting up there, you can see the catalyst brick broke up, and it blocks that exit there. So yeah,
totally completely blocked.
But pretty much, yeah, it was very, very restrictive,
Yeah.
which obviously thought, okay, it looks like it's going to need another cat on it.
Okay, so at that point, we were happy that was likely to be the issue. And we've got the cat, haven't we?
I've kept the old one for you to look at. Yeah,
so
we'll cut
some shots in of that cat, but you can see it is causing quite a big obstruction within the cat. So okay, so that's been changed. We've done a few other bits. Drive shaft oil seal.
Yeah, offside drive shaft oil seal was leaking.
Yep.
So we've replaced that. And obviously you mentioned the turbo resurf valve, so a good opportunity to do that at the same time. The standard one, as you might well know, is just plastic and a rubber diaphragm, which is not very durable, to be honest. The Mountune one is a billet aluminium one with seals, and it's serviceable, so yeah, it's a lot better uprated item. So we've put that in as well.
Does that stop the whistle? Because you get a bit of a mouse sort of whistle, don't you?
Not really, if I'm honest. That's a bit of a characteristic of the car, to be honest.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay. So yeah, we had that done. Also, Simposer delete. Because that can cause boost leaks, can't it, down the line? If that splits?
Yep, the Simposer on the standard car is basically a diaphragm in a case that oscillates to give the noise.
Yeah.
The diaphragm can split,
okay.
So obviously you lose the noise, but then obviously you've induced an air leak, so you get running irregularities as well. Okay. So by making that, deleting that, you take that out of the equation completely.
Did you notice any issues with mine, or did it look okay?
No, it looked fine.
It looked fine. Because I must admit, I couldn't hear the noise being pumped into the cabin, so I wasn't sure if it was working. Also we've had some Mountune mud flaps fitted. I just think they're much better fit than the previous ones I had on. They're quite sturdy, aren't they? With the
they look better as well. Got the logo on as well.
So like nice few little bits fitted. The question is though, is this car now driving how it's supposed to? Because I haven't driven it yet.
Yeah, but all the work's been done, and I've road tested. Obviously, I've done, like I said, a pre-road test. And doing a road test afterwards, it pulls exactly how I'd expect it to. We've plugged it into a diagnostic machine. There's no fault codes in it. Drives really nice.
That was a worry I had, because even though I suspected it was that, I thought, what if it's something else? It's going to cost me loads of money. But no, that's great. So with this upgrade, it's obviously cured the issue. Am I likely to see any more horsepower? Am I likely to feel anything different in the car, the way it drives? What do you think?
A little bit. Obviously, you've got a larger downpipe, so gases will flow through the exhaust better. The sports cap we've put on it is a 200 cell, whereas the standard one is a 400 cell. Okay. So it's half the restriction it had before, even though this was massively restricted before because of the damaged OE cap. So you will notice a difference.
Okay, so hopefully coupled with, if I get a front mount intercooler, a better mat, and maybe a better fuel like a fuel pump or injectors, I should be able to see a healthy sort of 375-ish.
Yeah, thereabouts, without
this car. And one last thing, because some of my subscribers think I'm crazy for putting the stock cap mat back on. Is this likely to restrict this setup, having this stock cap back on the car?
It's very minimal. Obviously the difference in the pipes, and there's a flange there as well. There will be a step in there, which obviously exhaust gases will hit a little bit, but not enough for the likes of you and I to notice it.
Okay, so the car should run alright on the standard cap back exhaust with these mods. That's it guys, as you know I had the Scorpion, it was very drony, and I put the standard one back on and I just love the sound of it. I'm not sure if it's going to sound any different with this now. Probably not, is it? But
not really, a little bit louder, but because again you had a damaged cat on there anyway.
Okay, so another question I've got before we take the car out, have you found anything underneath this car or anywhere around the car that I need to address or get looked at?
No, I've had a good look round it. It's got a little bit of surface rust, which we see on a lot of the Mark II RSs now, and it is purely surface rust. Some of it you can literally rub off with your finger.
It's much easier when you've got it on a lift, isn't it, to get underneath it?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. There's a joint up there where obviously the standard cap back has been off at some point, but again it's been done okay.
That was me that did that. Oh Christ, I did get a bit trigger happy with the exhaust plate there, didn't I? But nothing else that you...
No, it's a nice, clean example of a Mark II RS,
You've heard it here guys, it's a nice clean example of a Mark II RS, so I'm glad it's been checked over and it's a decent car. I'll be back here soon for a service. So hopefully I'll be able to get a Mountune car out, maybe take it for a bit of a review, who knows. But I think next off, guys, we need to get in the car and get a GoPro on the window and just see if I can feel any noticeable difference. But I just want to say thanks to you, Fred, and thanks to Johnny as well for having us in the workshop, for showing us around, just talking about the business. It's been a good morning, mate, so I appreciate that.
No,
so,
you're very welcome.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for coming in.
Right guys, so I've got the car at the workshop, just about to leave, so I thought I'd do a little driving video just to see if I can feel any difference with this catalyst setup with the downpipe. I have noticed immediately that it is slightly throatier, there's more of a purr to it on the cold start. It does sound a bit louder, obviously nothing major because I've still got the stock cat back on, but definitely noticed it. So I'm just gonna see if, sorting my seat out first. I've got the windows down. I want to see if the car's boosting normally. Fred has said he's taken it out and it's driving really nice. So we'll have to find out. Oh, Jesus. Yes. That's definitely back to its former self, and it feels better. It feels stronger. I immediately saw then the car was boosting back up to 3/4 on the gauge. It was only boosting to 1/4 on the way here with the obstruction in the catalyst. So I am a happy boy. And I don't know if you heard the pop there, it's definitely got a throatier growl to it. This car has been warmed up, by the way. I haven't just literally started it and bombed it off. So, Jesus Christ. It feels quicker. I'm wondering if there was a problem with the cat long before this and the car was losing power, but this thing, hang on, we've got a tunnel, guys, we've got a tunnel. It's got to be done. We're going to do this tunnel and we're going to wrap it up, but bloody hell, man, that sounds good. That sounds amazing. Yes, I'm a happy boy. This car is feeling strong, punchy. I need to get it on the dual carriageway to see what it's really feeling like, but I think that's it, guys. Now I'm going to wrap the video up, but the car is fixed, the catalyst solved the problem, we've got a 3-inch downpipe on as well now, and the car is feeling good. But as always, guys, thanks for watching. Until the next video, I will of course see you soon.